Last night was the BET Awards, and right now, it's something on my mind. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I am not upset at Taraji P. Henson by any stretch of the imagination. And not only that, in my opinion, she smoked it last night. I don't think for 1 second Taraji had any ill will or any ill intentions behind the situation. The situation happened the way it did. It is what it is. I made a video last night where I had the rose that was given to me in my hand and I let it fall on the floor. The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P. Henson. The reason I dropped it on the floor is that I wholeheartedly believe that wasn't my rose. That wasn't my rose. That wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine. And I always say, I don't want nothing that ain't mine. I want what's meant for me, nothing less, nothing more. The entire segment on the production side felt extremely rushed. Not only did it feel rushed, it did not feel intentional. It did not feel purposeful. I'm forever thankful for every room that I'm in. I was more than thankful and more than grateful to just sit there and enjoy the show. Me and my wife, we looked amazing. We felt amazing. We was enjoying the show. I've always spoke about my social anxiety. And for me, just to get out and be in that moment was more than enough for me. So to take me and my wife out of our seats, put us in different seats, give Taraji no direction to who we are or what we do, felt extremely unprepared and unprofessional to me. I'm personally a fan of Taraji. I've been for years and I always will be. I love to see her get the recognition that she deserved in that moment and had a platform and a stage that she's always deserved. For this situation to take away from her moment and our moment was unfair to both of us. And another example of this is a picture of my wife has been going around, and it was a small part caught from an entire moment to make it seem like she had an attitude with Taraji. My wife and myself understand the flirting that Taraji was doing was fully improv and fully joke. It was a hard situation for all of us to be in. We fully understand she made it up on the fly. I was there to just enjoy the show. I was invited. No situations and in life in general. I never longed for the spotlight. If I wanted the spotlight, I would have accepted a quarter of the opportunities that's been presented to us. But none of those opportunities were for me or my family. If you understand that, you understand it. If you don't, I'm okay with that. I'm always going to be myself. I've always been myself. Nothing about this journey, about this ride, about where we at or where we going to be is going to change me. Never have and never will. Never once was I upset that Taraji didn't know who I was. Everything that's for me will be for me. Everything that's for my family will be for my family. Everything that's for you will be for you. When it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, with no confusion. I said that last night, and that was still misconstrued, and I stand on it 1,000%. Whatever room I'm supposed to be in, whoever's supposed to know me, whenever they're supposed to know me, it will happen how it's supposed to happen. Last night, while I appreciate the opportunity, it wasn't my moment, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. And for every single person that's been on this journey with me and that's still on this journey with me, I'm forever grateful. I appreciate y'all. I can't say it enough. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. We all humans. We all make mistakes. It is what it is. I just wish they would have set both of us up for more success in that situation. That's it. God bless.
Keith, you and Ronnie looked and behaved absolutely exquisite. Exquisite. Point blank period. We stand for y'all, the reaching, because Taraji meant absolutely no harm. There is literally production behind every. I didn't get to check the behind of this comment, but I felt like Taraji did not want to go on with this because she made a mistake and the life was not in that. She was too focused on the script that she forgot the people. She just knew that Keith was supposed to be sitting there and assumed that the Keith is that man. So very unprofessional. It was unintentional. And just like Keith said, there's no harm in any of that. But the comments are literally just what you would think of them. They say that this was actually a very good response. I feel like it. Like, he did not accept it because I also felt it was the very same thing. And we're going to check the video right now. I felt the secondhand embarrassment too.
Are you? Hi. How are you? Mr. Keith Lee, I know what you're thinking right now. This is about a 10.9 out of a 10.
No.
I got caught up in my own inner monologue. I'm so sorry. You're thinking this is a 10.9 out of 10. My bad. You fine too, so call me. Give him his flower. Let's give him flower here. Yes. Call me.
Taraji girl, I felt the secondhand embarrassment for Keith Lee, because no, I love Taraji and she wasn't given the information she needed. You're awesome and so is she. This is why we respect this dude. Your wife is so classy. She is. I mean, she understands the drill. I mean, she understands what comes with all of this. So let's continue. And she even went back at the end and apologized to him directly. Like, come on, man. Thank you, sis. Somebody had to say it. The Keith Lee way was too sassy for doing that. He did that for his wife. I mean, like, I get it. Like, yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, I mean, we have to understand. But let's just look at the other views of the people before we get to that, because this is another post. This is not Keith Lee's post. Okay, so let's just get to the person who said this video, the comments of this video.
I never thought I would have to say this, but Keith Lee, you doing way too damn much. So if you don't know, last night Taraji does her banter in the audience and she's flirting and passing out roses to, and she mistakes Keith Lee for another guy. The guy that Method Man always does videos with, who always has all the fucking recipes, she confuses him with, and then she goes back and she says, oh my bad, and then she does the Keith Lee moment, and then she says, give him a rose, he's fine, call a joke. Not even that fucking serious. Keith Lee then makes a video throwing or dropping the rose on the floor and leaving it there with the description, our name will be known in every room it's supposed to be in, when it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, with no confusion. God is amazing. With all due respect, Keith Lee, I love you, but you're doing way too fucking much. Taraji did not mean any harm, and you're taking it too serious. This is Taraji P. Henson. Okay? She's not no unknown actor. She's not an unknown singer. This is Big League. She really just put you more on the map, sir. And she apologized. It wasn't even that serious. It was a goddamn joke. And I know your wife took offense saying, he's fine, call me. Taraji don't want you, Keith. I'm going to make that very clear. Taraji P. Henson does not want you, sir. I'm pretty sure she didn't even know if you were married. She's going through the room and making her rounds and making people laugh. She did not disrespect you, and she apologized. You did not have to drop a rose and put it on TikTok. I don't know if you were doing that for the sake of your wife, but it made you look really small in this moment. And that is something I don't equate you to. And you are famous, but you're not as famous as Taraji P. Henson. You're doing too much.
No, she's not doing too much. If Taraji had to respect him and put a name on that respect, I'm sorry, not sorry. I mean, I expect you to redo it again properly and then give me the rose. Don't be like, he's fine, give him the rose. No, you were going to give it properly without doing the extra stuff. I feel like Taraji did not want to go to this whole thing again because she felt the embarrassment as well. She did not want to go through with that again, but it was wrong. She was supposed to compose herself as a professional, as you guys say she is, that she's not just anybody. She was supposed to be a professional and be like, you know what, guys, I made a mistake. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. And then be like, all over again and do it, and then hand him the flower. Just to show you how sincerely, so not like you move around and then you come back again and you're like, give him the flower, he's fine. Like, it doesn't give, like, you did not take the moment seriously, okay? If you're used to people disrespecting you, some people are not okay and about to call you in order, okay? And another person said, I'm with Keith Lee, period. Taraji did too much and was, no, not this disrespectful to his wife. And not that, like, Taraji was doing too much in terms of the way he did the monologue, as she said. But the other things, no, she was not even offended. The wife was not even offended like that. It's just the way Taraji conducted this thing after being in an uncomfortable situation. So that is the problem. It has less to do with this other extra stuff. It's just that Taraji missed the plot. And it can happen.
Y'all are going to hate me for what I'm about to say. Keith Lee posting that video of him tossing that one singular rose on the floor with that sappy ass caption. Girl, it is not that serious. Because hear me out, for somebody whose entire brand is about not wanting to be treated like a celebrity and being a normal person, how could you be upset that Taraji P. Henson, that's a fucking auntie. I don't feel like she's chronically online like the rest of us, so I really truly feel like it was an honest mistake. So the reaction to me felt just a little much. Because for one, you're sitting front row at the BET Awards. Your name is in the script of the show. So I don't feel like it was a slight to you. I feel like they wanted to give you your props. She just didn't know who the fuck you was. And that's also not to say that BET is not wrong, because obviously there should have been some goddamn type of rehearsal. She should have been versed on who she was talking about. They should have had some type of picture for her to see. But this is BET. Budget entertainment. You got to take what you can get. And I don't want to like discount his feelings, because maybe his feelings were like genuinely hurt. But the video was just, it gave Telenova.